Hey guys, today I'm going to cook some barbecued chicken on the charcoal grill. So let's get queuing. I couldn't decide whether to do legs or thighs, so I got both. I got two trays. I'm going to do this on a 22-inch Weber Kettle, so hopefully these will both fit. I've never tried doing two trays before, so it should be interesting. Anyway, these were 99 cents a pound, so $4.83 for the legs, and those were $1.79 a pound, $10.08 for the thighs. So about $15 for about 10 pounds of chicken, which isn't bad. So I'm going to season these with this Traeger pork and poultry rub, and then I bought this big jug of Kinder's honey and hot barbecue sauce at the grocery outlet. That was like $10 for that huge jug. It's like 1.55 ounces, 155 ounces, so it's a big jug. Anyway, let's get the chicken seasoned up. I'm just going to season my chicken right in the trays. I'm the easy cooking guy. I mean, if you want to wash it off and do all that, you can, but that's how I'm going to do it. So the ingredients to this rub is cane sugar, salt, paprika, dehydrated apple, onion, spices, chili pepper, paprika extract, and honey. So, like I said, I'm just going to season them up. Season up each piece with my barbecue rub here. I bought this barbecue rub at Home Depot. It was about $10 for a bottle, but I also saw the same exact one at Walmart. So both of those places carry this rub, or you can use whatever seasoning or rub that you like. All right, I'm going to do them all just like that, and then we'll get the grill lit. I just bought this charcoal chimney starter, and I've used it twice, but this is the first time I've used it in a video. So I also bought these tumbleweed starters, so I'm going to use that to get it lit. So what I'm going to do is put that there. Not sure which way I should turn it or if it really matters. But now if you don't have these, you can also use, if you don't have a chimney starter, you can also just use lighter fluid. Pile your coals on the back of the grill, pile them up and use lighter fluid, or you can use one of these and these, what do you call these? Tumbleweeds. You can use one of these, or you can also use a paper towel soaked in cooking oil, kind of crumpled up and soaked in cooking oil. I use that a lot to get the charcoal lit as well. So now what I do is put the chimney starter over that, and hopefully in about 20 minutes those will be hot and they'll be ready to cook on. It's been about 5 minutes since I lit that. You can see all that nasty blue smoke coming out of there. We don't want that. We gotta wait a while, and then the smoke should be pretty clear when the charcoal is ready. It's been 15 or 20 minutes, and you can see now the smoke is almost clear and there's flames coming out the top. That is really hot, so it's ready to spread out now. Now this charcoal chimney, you don't have to dump. It has you squeeze this lever and the bottom will drop out. It has kind of a hinged bottom. So oh, that's really hot too. So like I said, makes it nice because I don't have to pick it up and try to dump it. It's a little not quite as awkward. So just squeeze the bottom like that and they come right out of there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook indirect, meaning I'm going to put the coals on the back of the grill, because if I put them, that much chicken, if I put it directly over the coals, it's going to flame up a lot. So what I'm going to do is put these on the back side of the grill, and then I can put the chicken on the front. And that way the chicken will cook through without flaming up too much, hopefully. Like I said, I haven't cooked this much chicken on the grill like this. I haven't done two trays, so hopefully I can squeeze it all on this side. What I have to do now is put the charcoal grate on there and get the chicken on there. All right, I put my charcoal grate on there. The grill's really, really hot, so I'm going to start putting my chicken opposite the coals over here. Now, if I can't squeeze all of it on just yet because it's so hot, I'm going to get these thighs on there anyway and get those cooking, and then maybe I'll add the legs, the drumsticks, after the fire cools down just a little bit, because I think the thighs probably take just a little bit longer to cook. Fire is so hot. But the problem is with this much chicken, if I don't get it fairly hot to start with, then when the fire starts dying down, you know, it'll be hard to get everything cooked. So I'm going to start off with that, and after that's cooked for a little bit, then I'll maybe see if I can start squeezing the legs, the drumsticks on there. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. The grill's running about 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are Royal Oak briquettes, by the way. Different briquettes tend to burn a little different and have a little bit different flavors, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, this one's kind of getting more brown on the outside than some of the others. So what I think I'll do is kind of move these around, move them over, see what the bottom looks like. Whoops, almost lost that one there. I guess I can just leave them that way. They're look like they're browning up pretty nicely. I can move them over this way, and then I can probably squeeze the drumsticks on there now. I moved the thighs around and managed to squeeze the drumsticks on there. A couple of these ones that were getting darker on the top I flipped over, but most of them I just kind of left same side up. So now we'll get the lid on and let those cook for a while. Okay, it's been about 50 minutes since I put the thighs on there. I think the legs have been on there about 20-25 minutes. So the legs aren't getting much color on them yet. Let's see what the internal temperature of the chicken thighs are. They look pretty good. That one's 178. That's done. I usually cook them to around 175, so that's done. Should be a minimum of 165, so that's done. I'll see what one of these legs is, that big one right there. That one is 144. This one over here is 149. So, since they're not getting much color, I think I can just start moving those around and putting them over the coals a little bit. Start getting those to get a little bit more color. The thighs look pretty good, so I don't know if they'll need too much of that, but these could use a little color here. Oh, that one's dark on that side, so some of them get darker than others. And actually I did put 3 or 4 briquettes on this side of the grill, so some of them might be getting browner because of those that are underneath them as well. So I'm just going to kind of keep moving these around a little bit until they're all over 165 degrees. You don't have to worry too much about dark meat chicken. I've cooked it up to like 200 degrees internal temperature and it doesn't really dry out. Breasts are what you have to worry about. Breasts, you need to get them off right at 160, 165 or they dry out. So just kind of let these cook over the coals a bit, and then we'll brush on some sauce. You don't want to put the sauce on too early or it burns, but start saucing these after those brown up a little bit, and then we'll be done. The chicken's looking real good. So the thighs have been on there about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and the legs I put on, I don't know, 20-25 minutes after that. So, but the legs kind of catching up. It's working real good because there's enough heat left to put them directly over the coals right now just to get them finished up and get some color on them. So that worked pretty good, cooking the whole tray of chicken that way. I put the sauce on now at the end and put them over on this cooler side of the grill so the sauce doesn't burn, because it's got sugar, or you know, that tends to burn. So we kind of get these sauced up, and once those look done that are over the heat, we'll get those over on the cool side, get them sauced, and we'll take it in the house and try it out. I'd say this chicken looks fairly edible. Let's try this leg with the crispy skin on it. That looks good. Finger looking good, I'd say. I've never had that sauce before. It's pretty sweet. I don't really taste, it doesn't seem that hot. I guess there's a little bit of a kick at the end, but it's not really that hot, but it's good sauce. I like it. Let's see what Annie thinks. I'll give her a more mild piece without too much seasoning or sauce on it. There you go, Annie. I guess it's Annie approved. Well, that worked out well. Like I said, that's the first time I've cooked 2 trays of chicken like that, but it worked good, giving the thighs a head start, and then after 20-25 minutes, adding the drumsticks. Actually, they were sitting there on the side table outside anyway, so they were coming up to room temperature, while those were cooking, so it didn't take them that long to catch up. And then once the coals died down at the end, there was still enough left that I could cook put pieces directly over the coals, the ones I wanted to, crisp up more and give more color to. So it worked out real well. Total cooking time was about an hour and a half. By the time I was done saucing it up and everything. So anyway, I'll write everything in the description like usual. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.